Senator Rochas Okorocha, a 2023 presidential aspirant, on Wednesday disclosed that only people like him can decide if the country will disintegrate to pave way for the actualization of Biafra. The former governor of Imo State, who made this known in an interview with BBC Pidgin, noted the members of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB lack the ability to separate the Igbo from Nigeria as being agitated. He affirmed that the decision was not for their children to make, stressing that what the elders see while sitting down, the children would not see it even if they stand. So you are counting yourself as an elder with all this nonsense, left, right, and center, that are dragging you with all this nonsense and rubbish allegations here and there. So you are not part of elder. He said only people like us can decide whether Igbos will leave Nigeria. The decision is not for our children to make, because what we see while sitting down, they would see when they stand. These agitators are our children, and what we ought to do is to make them understand what they need to know. It will be impossible for me to deny these children and say I don't know them. The lawmaker said he decided to run for the office of the Nigerian president because of the economic crisis ravaging the country. Passion and vision brought me into the presidential race. I'm not happy with the way Nigerians are suffering and the poor people cannot feed themselves, he added. Okay, who is making Nigerians to suffer? Is it not your friend Buhari that is making Nigerians to suffer? Nigerians were suffering before 2015, but the level at which they were suffering, it was just a child's play. And Buhari has added more sorrow to the lives of many Nigerians. And you guys cannot come out with your full chest to challenge him, to tell him this is what you are doing, this is not what you are doing. Now, because you want election now, you want votes, you want to be voted in, you are not telling us that things are not working well, and you cannot even hold him responsible. But you can talk about IPOP, that they are your children, that what they see standing up, that when you sit down you can see what they can see. They cannot see standing up, but when you sit down you will see it. You can quickly, when it comes to IPOP like this, everybody can just talk, everybody can talk, anybody can come and talk about IPOP. But the people who made this agitation to be stronger the way it is now, you won't tell them anything. When Buhari was talking about 5% and 95 or 97%, where were you people? Did you people caution him that no, you don't say that thing? Buhari is the one that is dividing this country, because right from the onset he just made that statement, and that was it, and he began to practicalize what he meant by that. Forget all this nonsense, Niger Bridge or second Niger Bridge that you are talking about. We could see it all in all his governance. So I mean, Rocha Sokorocha is calling himself now an elder, that they are the ones that can determine, they can decide. Well, my people everywhere, it shall never be well with all those who have made this country the way it is. I'm not a fan of Rocha Sokorocha, but I support his opinion on this matter, that IPOB members need to be educated. Oh, more so, they need to be enlightened on the need to respect institutions. Elders respect their fellow citizens, stop the killings and unnecessary imposition of a lockdown. You see, the genesis and the roots of all these things, they will never talk about it. It's just like you hit somebody. Just like let's even take example of what happened between Bianca Ojukwu and Obiano Ebele. What happened between the two of them? Obiano said, I just went to greet her. I just went to greet her. You went to greet somebody. How can somebody greet you? You be nice to the person and the person start hitting you or giving you dirty slap. But it was later we saw the real video. Of course, nobody believed her when she was saying that. But we saw the real video. She went there, she was pushing the woman and she was touching her head tie, her gele. And you expect the woman, because some people now tell you that, oh, she would have been calm, she wouldn't have responded the way she responded. Like seriously, even when she go shook and put for in high, you know, go they tell her say she has to maintain, she has to respect herself, she has to carry herself with dignity. Like that one, no, it was a self-defense. Well, we saw it. The same thing happening now. Somebody did nonsense and people are reacting. When you begin to react, they will not tell you why you reacting, but they will not ask what made you to react, what caused your reaction. Nobody wants to say that. Some people are saying that Rochas is right. Like seriously, When Bubu was making nonsense statement, did anybody caution him that no, what you are doing is not right? And even with this issue of a marginalization, okay, let's even leave because I'm always talking about all these politicians. They are the ones who are in the recess when talking about marginalization. But the marginalization is between the masses and the politicians. That is where the marginalization talk about start. Let we even talk about federal character when it comes to position. Buhari was doing it over and over again, over and over again. It's obvious, and he believes that there's nothing anybody can do about it. When he was doing all of those things, nobody will come caution him. All these ones are afraid. The race at the level of all the rubbish we are experiencing now is at its peak, and they cannot say anything. Buhari is the cause of all this problem that we are facing. Whether those who are agitating, whether you talk about economy and security and all of that, is the cause. But all these psycho fans, they dare not challenge Buhari. But if people react, people want to come out and protest. Oh, they will tell you, oh, you cannot say nobody can fight government. Nobody can fight government. But see what bandits are doing. Nobody's saying anything. They are releasing pictures over and over again. The police will not go there and raid the place. The police will not go to that area. They will not rescue people. But they will tell you that they rescued the Fulani S-men just within less than 24 hours. They rescued the Fulani S-men and 300 cows. Who does that? Who is going to be believing that? But these people have that infantry, the so-called bandits. They are fighting the government for how many decades? For over a decade. Boko Haram has been doing that. Now, the so-called bandits, they have joined them, another set. The Fulani S-men are doing that. But they are committing all these atrocities successfully. And yes, some people will tell you that activists and protesters that say, oh, you cannot fight the government. Anybody. Those are the soft targets that they can easily be manipulating and oppressing. You Southeastern politicians are the ones that need serious education from Biafra agitators. If you guys are not cowards, there would have been no agitations in the first place. Zamfara has gold. They are in full control of it, but Enugu cannot take full charge of their coal. Kanu will destroy alcoholic drinks. Anambra will collect tax from alcoholic drinks, send it to Abuja, and Kanu will come and have a share. Someone from Katsina will score little or nothing in JAMB and get admission into the university, but someone from Ebonyi will be denied access to the university for scoring the same thing the man from Katsina scored. If you are educated, you will agitate against the ongoing fraud in Nigeria. No, they won't say anything. They are the ones telling people that others need to be educated, that they are the ones. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this. So your opinion is more important, very very important.